Jaeger. And we're going to see just how Flipside choose to execute their attack here. They do also have an IQ, which is, we didn't talk about it earlier, but it is an abnormal pick. Smoke, nice legs, bro.
I was about to say, what is he smashing? But it looks like he's opening shotgun.
Yeah, he's opening up holes above the window that leads into this small room that is adjacent to North Stairs. Or underneath North Stairs, really. Couldn't secure the kills. And I feel like that might be, what you were talking about, that might be attributed to the...
What is up, my coconut bras, and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be going over the badass battle that happened between Flipside Tactics and Vertical Gaming. Now, both of these teams were guaranteed a seat in LAN already. They were just playing for the first and second spot. And so they weren't necessarily pulling out their most crazy tryhard tactics, but still, there was a lot of cool takeaways that we can get from this game. And so I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste much of your guys' time. And as you guys see right here, these are just two really good murder holes to basically watch the entrances of certain areas of the map. So really sick. Now let's immediately just jump on right over to our next spot.
That's what they're trying to do, basically.
This is the magic juju that's about to happen.
Could you guys imagine, though? Just imagine a 3-speed, 3-armor rook, just for a second.
I think, isn't that what Ash is?
Well, she's on attack. It doesn't count. Right?
True.
All right, so Eclipse going to be moving into the upstairs bomb site here.
Oh, Zilchi's going to pick up the first kill of the round.
Yeah, that was. Well, that's a nice angle from Zilchi.
Yep.
Expecting Eclipse to try and go for that quick roam clear. And now, Flipside, man advantage on defense.
Alright, and moving on, this is going to be the second line of sight that was used. Really sick, and this just definitely threw them off guard completely. Basically, they just had a little line of sight murder hole right here, and they had somebody playing in here in the taiko room, or most people call it the drum room, and they were basically just watching this little line of sight, waiting for exactly what happened in the clip you saw previously to happen. And as you saw, they picked off one of the best operators in the game in Ash. They just ran in here, and as you saw, Ash came around the corner, was aiming head height, and then got to about here, and then she was like, alright, it's clear, took down the sights, and look at that, there's the murder hole, surprise, and that's gonna wrap it up for this spot.
Comes from. I like that.
I like that from Pojo, man. He's going to be opening up most of that wall there. It's going to be a nice run out. They're putting down a lot of barbed wire, which allows the defenders to hop on out when they hear it. But for right now, they're doing a fantastic job holding down the site.
Alright, you guys, so this next spot, I thought it was really interesting. So what they did was they had these two walls reinforced, and then where this third panel would be right here, they just took this out and made a little, kind of like a run out almost. And so basically what they did was they made a run out here so that they could see or hear people coming their way. And then once they do that, they left some barbed wire outside. So then that way it is a little bit slower for them. But as you guys know, barbed wire does not affect defenders. So right there, so say I'm playing right here and I hear somebody's outside. Obviously you probably wouldn't want to be Caveira inside of the objective, but basically I see someone out there and then it's gonna go peek, you can drop shot, whatever, do whatever you want to, whatever floats your boat. I thought that was a really cool strategy, pretty innovative. Haven't seen that very often. Unfortunately it didn't work out for them that round, but I did think that was pretty sick and definitely unique to that, and I've never seen that before. So basically now this next couple spots, or this next one spot, will be a little bit longer of a Pro League clip, because basically what they did was they changed a whole new tactic on how they defended the Arsenal room on Clubhouse. So it's going to be a couple minutes long, but it's really sick, and then once the clip is done, we're going to go over it really quickly, and I think you guys are really going to like it. So here we go, it's going to be right now.
These shots down. Now, in cluster charge will go flying. That's going to be the first of 3. However, the C4 will take out EzPz Lemon Squeezy. Eclipse is going to take down Zilchi. A 3-on-5 now with 45 seconds to go. Now Hot and Cold still waiting for that opportune moment to rush on in. Zilchi has been killed off, so he cannot see through that smoke grenade just yet. He's going to be very vulnerable trying to drone out Moto. Now we do have a last cluster charge going inside of the armory. You can see 3 are huddled around the locker, Snake inside of the cave, and you've got King George trying to hold down Church all by himself at the moment. Your Hot and Cold's going to try to rush on in, but Adam's already there. He will down him and finish him off. A very good shot. Now he's looking up. He's going to pick up the kill there onto to Mint, and last minute is going to be Pojo. He's going to try to drop. He takes off Adam's head first to start off the round. 2 seconds left. He falls. barely gets on down. He gets one, but not enough time to get the rest of the remaining defenders. Round's going to go here to VG.
So in this case, baiting the attacking of Flipside into taking from Armory Wall worked into the VG's favor. Now, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what they're doing, baiting them into that particular take, and let's talk about why. Now, I have to assume why is because VG were having difficulty holding a construction tunnel take, which is being pincered from blue, being pincered from kitchen, pincered from whatever the case be. But they're having, throughout their scrims, I'm guessing they're having trouble holding that construction tunnel take, which makes a lot of sense. It's a pretty strong thing. Putting a glass in construction tunnel can influence the round quite a lot. Now, when you put when you leave that wall unreinforced, then a team is thinking to themselves through the old meta terms is, okay, unreinforced armory wall, we opened up that armory wall, now we can just push our way in. It's a lot easier than going for construction tunnel take. In theory, right? It's supposed to be easier. So by baiting them into choosing to go for that attack instead, they just completely, well, they avoid a team taking from construction tunnel. They basically make it a less of a tantalizing option by presenting something. They make
it more enticing to come down the main stairs and go into the armory from kitchen.
Because it's by old meta standards, by old manner like consideration. Opening up armory wall is one of the easiest ways to take the basement. Simply opening up armory wall, moving your way in through the main stairs. It's easy. I mean, it's an easy take. And what we're seeing from VG is they're counting on a team, well, expecting that, and instead setting themselves up in a position to counter just that take by having 3 people, and if you count the player in construction tunnel, 4 people in a position to counter said take. So I like the way that the VG is trying to pivot the point of engagement from construction tunnel to armory wall.
Still inside of the cave tunnel, and now he's given away. King George going to come around and just annihilate Mira, and down she will go. VG takes round number 4. It's now 3-1.
Good attack from VG, and I talked about this earlier, but that is what we just saw there was your standard, very standard construction tunnel glass, open up the kitchen, start pressuring from above, push the defenders out of armory, and then plant the bomb. It's very standard. It's what we expect to see, and it's what Flipside expects to see, and it's what Flipside put themselves in a position to counter. And I called it.
Called it.
I freaking called it.
You called it.
Now, again, VG, what they did is instead of trying to counter, they've figured out that they can't directly counter the construction tunnel take. So instead of that, they're opting to say, hey, just attack our armory instead, and then countering that.
Yep.
Because it is counterable, and that's just trying to be at the forefront of the meta, and that's really great to see from Vertical Gaming on this Clubhouse.
All right, so now we're going to be talking a little bit about the strat that Vertical Gaming was using, and so basically they came up with a strat where they accepted the fact that, okay, if they attack from construction, it is very difficult to stop them from breaching it, and it is even more difficult to stop them pushing on into the arsenal room and stopping that. So basically what they did was they just left this wall right here open and unreinforced. And so basically while they're droning out in the drone phase, that just looks so tempting. They're like, okay, let's skip the construction, let's come down here, we'll break off the wall, and then we'll do an arsenal room plant. And so basically what Vertical Gaming did was they basically just set up, instead of to defending the construction, they set up to defend the stairs and arsenal room push from the other side. And as you guys saw right there, it worked one round, and if you guys watched the other round, then it did work. So they're basically just testing out new meta strats, and it was all in all really sick. Now this game was just so badass, back and forth constantly, and it came down in the 3rd game. Don't want to give away too much, but it did come down all the way to the 5th and final round. It was tied 4-4, and it came down to that. So I have the final round clip at the end of this video if you guys want to watch it. It was so badass, and it just all in all really, really sick game. All right, anyways, let's move on to our next spot on Clubhouse.
Yeah, good job, EzPz. You did it, man. You're on the board. And that was a nice cut off of the rotation there from EzPz Lemon Squeezy. A good impact holes you saw between Master and Cash Room to give the defenders more versatility and have them be able to stop. But at the same time, it didn't matter. I mean, it was a 1v4. I mean, what are you going to do?
All right, you guys. Now, I personally knew about this next tactic coming up, but I really want to share it with you guys because it is really, really sick and very creative. Basically, what they were doing was they had a roamer roaming upstairs, and they had a rotation hole. So basically, say I am camping in the bedroom over here, waiting to flank roamers, I get droned out. And once I see them get off of the drone, I'm gonna run over here, and then look at this. It's gonna just leave it very available to room change without being detected. And so say they're going into the room to try and find you. Now look at that, I'm on the other side of the map completely already. So just really wanted to share that quick tip with anybody that might not know about that really smart rotation hole. And yeah, Kix agrees, it is a really smart rotation hole, and it is really badass. All right, now let's move on to our next spot.
And if they do win again, they will be putting themselves onto match point. Also, if they win this round, match point not only, but also Vertical Gaming, they will be forced to defend Train Room, which we haven't seen from them yet, so maybe they're really good at defending Train Room, but as of this moment, we can only guess.
Yeah, now one of the differences that we've seen here with, well actually maybe
Look at this
it was there
spawn
before. Oh, this is a very nice spawn pick here by EzPz.
Alright, now moving on, we are on the third and final map, and a really sick spawn kill location by EzPz. Basically, all he did was break this window open, and he was playing as Echo at the time, and I'm right as on Rook right now. I can't speak English, and all you got to do is stand over by the corner of this desk right here, and then you will be able to look on over the edge of this stone wall right here. So really nice angle, very unorthodox, not very common. This is the first time that I've seen this spot. So all in all, really sick. I absolutely love this spot. Alright, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. I'm going to leave the rest of the clip down below, and it is the fifth and final, or I guess it's technically the 11th round. They're both tied 5-5, and this is match point on the third game. So whoever wins this round takes home the title, and well, not the title, the first seat in LAN. They're both going to LAN anyways, but here is going to be the final round of the game. Really high intensity round, and all in all of these players are just so badass. It's so amazing to watch. I'm so excited, looking forward to the next couple weeks for the next Pro League games that are coming out. Be sure to stay tuned. I'm going to be covering pretty much most of them, or pretty much any games that I watch that have absolutely awesome tips that I think that you bras will like. I absolutely love you guys all. You guys are literally the best subscribers in the world. Hope you guys enjoy this next clip. Let me know what you guys think about this one down below, and I hope you guys all have an awesome weekend. See you all in the very soon in the next video. Peace.
They are going to have to contest, though, with the mirror windows. And that all comes down to whether or not the Twitch manages to open them successfully. One Twitch drone at least has been destroyed so far. The shield will get destroyed. And the second Twitch drone coming in from Eclipse. This is... oh, he will get the mirror open, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to actually lend a lot of pressure to the attack as they move their way in through the piano. But he only managed to get one mirror with both of his drones.
However, they do know that there's a reinforcement between the two, so it's not going to be played like a double mirror typically is done.
Still gonna have to test with the one though. Whoever's playing in bathroom will, which is Pojo Man in this instance, will have a lot of pressure put on him to hold that piano if it comes to be that VG choose to challenge that. There is still a hot and cold underneath who will be looking to get that C4 as the attackers progress into piano.
Yes, and so Hot's waiting for the perfect opportunity too. He's not quite sure when he wants to, although he sees everyone here. It's looking like a good opportunity, but again, they're constantly going to be moving. Oh, he tosses it up over there. He goes for it, and he gets the kill there on a King George, taking out the glass. Eclipse will fall to Zilch, or sorry, Zilchi will fall to Eclipse though. And this will go for a second kill through the open mirror window as EzPz will go down for the count. He's going to take a little bit of damage from the Habana charges to his side. Mint, though, will have to prone and get away from the opening. Now, right inside of that bathroom is going to be Pojo Man. And he will fall to Adam. It looks like VG might have this in the bag. A 3-on-2. Coming into Freezer, but the pre-fire will not get the kill. Mint and Hot and Cold, the last two alive. Hot still coming up from the red stairs. Mint on back, white stairs. And now they're both trying to collapse in forward. Avian will fall. This is actually looking like it could go either way. 10 seconds left. Diffuser has dropped, and this might just be a Vertical Gaming win here. Flipside going to take on one. It's 1-1. Adam versus Hot and Cold, and it's going to be Hot and Cold with a double clutch at the very end to get the win for Flipside Tactics. That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Flipside has secured their first spot in the North American Pro League.
That last round was insanity. Both of those teams coming out with some fantastic frags. VG putting themselves in a great position. Eclipse getting those picks that he needed. But then in the end, the flip side roster just slugging it out and returning it back into their favor and winning the round in the end.
This is
it's chaos.